Hey there, everybody. Welcome to my second match of season 52. You're a seanahan. We've rolled a board with pretty limited draw, but everything else is there. But also some tools that could let you just green pretty quickly as well without building up too terribly much. They have the 5-2 as well. It's unfortunate because it looks pretty good. Trying to think if you can, if you do golden deck, you'd have to end it. You'd have to come up with it pretty quick. This isn't super ideal. Trying to think. What is the goal? The other thing with the golden deck is it has to hold a little bit of. I have to hold a gold. So if you had a counterfeit, you could lose it at the end. I don't know how much of the build do you. They got a little bit. Well, it's not better, but it's a little better. 4-5 or whatever is. Because it's 4-4 actually. Could have been 4-5, but they appear to have bottom decked a copper. I'm not super in love with the bless vintage at this stage. So, not crazy. Okay, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. It's fine. They did get a nice boon. And they get a counterfeit. This is just like, these threes are so stupid. I'm not like hugely worried about getting a silver, but I don't know. You could play. You could get a second treasure here if you wanted to try. No, that's a lot of. That's too many cards. The golden thing is a little annoying. Certainly possible, but. This was really not great to have the I guess I can guide the hand away. Let me think now. It's a little hard to get. So what if you do treasure, treasure, counterfeit, treasure, treasure, bounty? You'd have to hit. I mean, you'd have to see the village. But otherwise it would be green. And it would also I'm not sure. We're probably going to call this guide into just missing into missing an estate. Okay, we need to find an estate. Maybe they can gain enough embassies that it's a problem. That's a possibility. And I could see being an issue. I guess just the expand gold thing is like pretty nice. Yeah, this is not good. We needed to find the bandit, or not the. We still would hit 3 here if we had bounty hunter instead of this thing. Or we sort of had 4. No, I guess, yeah, no, we wouldn't take that back. That's a little bit of an issue. Probably the bigger issue. That they can double province. I don't know, they went into it a little bit potentially early as well. So it's not like it's not like they have draw. They don't have draw, so yeah, that's still a little bit. Actually, do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 7. or 8. This is the kind of the odd thing they have going on. Oh, and now they're Dutching. See, it's even a little bit scarier. It's like now 2. I guess if they double here, I can tie. Well, if they double here, I have a reasonable shot of being able to do a state province. They must still, I mean, they still have the expand, they just haven't been playing it. I guess if they double on the gold, then it's if they literally have everything in hand here, it's a little awkward. So now they have the expand. The other thing is if they had trashed the gold there, I would have had a shot at double. I should have played the bazaar first. That was a misplay. I don't know if I would have gotten, because I could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 10. Okay, it wouldn't have quite been. It wouldn't have quite worked, but. What are we up to here? It wouldn't have quite been double, is what I'm saying. Like I can double Dutchy. Can't Dutchy province, I guess. Can't Dutchy province. Right, I'd have 1, 2. I could I could have Dutchy province if I had played the thing in the correct order. Because I just get to 12 this way. I can Dutchy estate. The problem is if they like expand the gold, it's just. I mean, depending on what they have, that can just be losing anyway, but. Could buy an embassy. I could go Dutchy embassy. I guess the other thing that I could do are things that would let me double province. But them trashing the gold is also a little bit potentially. I think they had that. Well, I guess I don't know exactly where the expand is at this point because they haven't necessarily been playing it. We call the guide now. I think I'm gonna play on, even though it's kind of terrible. What does... Do I go for province now? I mean, the next hand you can't really guide all that easily, but probably okay. We go to province. They play the treasurer. I guess one thing that's kind of bad here is I don't take the key away. What other money do they even have? Oh, they have a bazaar. And for some reason, I didn't know they had all these bazaars. Well, this will probably just lose. I also don't have the I don't know what the odds are on drawing one versus. Well, they're playing the gold, so that's promising. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this isn't. They just single Dutchy though, so this isn't gonna work unless I have to figure out what are the odds of having now we're just like trying to draw this hand, which we got it, so okay. I think they greened to turn early. I mean, I think if you have the expand, that's not the way to play it. And did they even play the expand a single time? That's really weird. I think you just don't. I mean, you have the expand. You want a little bit longer game since you have the gain advantage. It's really weird. I suspect they had some unfortunate draws, of course, to never have a time where they wanted to play the expand, but it still looks. Okay. So here we have a real lack of villages. I mean, you can do some exploration stuff. I think probably we'll want to do some exploration stuff. Probably go chapel exploration. Bargain for the 5s looks pretty bad. Can probably build up a little bit here. I'm not super huge fan of the butcher opening there. I guess it's okay. But it's not. I mean, if they don't collide, it looks pretty nice. So there's that. Should I just take a butcher or should I just take a market square? Looks pretty good. Okay, I need to think a little bit here. It can go down. It's 2 copper butcher. I think the question is whether okay. I think this is maybe okay. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if we did go copper to conclave. Really not a huge deal. Guess that's a question whether we you can just buy a we have lots of villagers for a while. Seems okay. Trying to think the order here. Probably isn't. We could bargain. It's like that or like double conclave. I think if we had drawn everything, we'd go like double conclave royal blacksmith. We didn't quite do that. If we had drawn a market square into another witch, that would have been something. This is okay too. We basically got the worst. I mean, we were either going to draw gold or witch to stop, but we could have gotten the market square as well. Go on all of them. That surprises me. I don't quite. I think you still want to keep a little bit of control. And to me, that's too many golds. What do I know? So here we can probably. How do we want to do this? This order saves a little bit of. Maybe it should have just been a take 2 golds. Yeah, maybe we should have done that a little differently. We could give them a horse. It probably doesn't matter a huge amount. Villain might actually be kind of annoying here. I don't know that we really can support that number of turns. It's either that or just go even harder on the witches. They really just have a lot of golds. This is a problem with how many they took. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can buy a rebuy a chapel. You have to spend a buy doing it. Isn't necessarily exactly what you want to do. Okay. I'm kind of willing to double province. have to think a little bit. They probably draw deck and get cleaned up. I don't know. Well, this was a very fortunate draw for me. I wonder why they didn't conclave the Royal Blacksmith. Oh, right. You reveal after. Okay. Well, that makes sense. It looked pretty scary. They get to save the horse, or did they play it and then they played it? Did they not have a con? I guess they used all their conclaves for plus action, so it didn't matter anyway. I mean, if I can mill a lot of the provinces here, I will. I don't know how much a second conclave or another conclave there helps them. We get to give them the rest of the curses, probably. I don't know where we get out here. I mean, if we can true triple, that should be safe, I think. I don't think they get through the deck that much. So I guess that's the question, whether we can true triple. Not clear to me. At least the curses are gone. I mean, if we can mill, how much do we have? 10, 19, 23. We can almost do 4 with them. We can almost do it with a mill, but it doesn't quite work. 10, 19, 21, 23. Yeah, that doesn't quite work because we're going to draw a curse if we play the market square. We can go true triple. And then they would have to get quite a few duchies. I don't know that they even have the gains for it. I think we can true triple. Yeah, we can. I think it's exact, right? 12, 6, yeah. Not exact. We have 2 coffers left. So, do it like this. Oh, wow, this is a good starting hand. Okay. I guess playing on isn't really bad necessarily. May not work out for us, but Well, we did find that. Then now there's like conclave. Whatchamacallit in there. And they didn't score at all on their turn, so they're not actually any closer. I guess they got a butcher, so that's a little bit more, but it could still happen because I could bet again. I don't think it's in hand, but maybe I'm wrong. Bergen is non-victory, right? Yeah. There may have been... No, I think I do get the... Oh, okay. Oh, that'll do it. They got too many golds. You don't need that many. You can't really even use that many. Alright, so we have wall, and I guess you do display stuff. I don't know. This is a little weird. I guess you desperation for a recruiter. I mean, you play just to get like a gold and a couple golds, and maybe you play with displace. I mean, displace is a little annoying for wall stuff, but you probably go like lookout recruiter here, I guess. It's kind of an odd board due to wall. I guess just what wall does. I mean, there's not a lot of... I think I agree. I guess you can. I guess you could double recruiter. I don't think I like double recruiter. Oh. They miss one of them. Then you're... Yeah, Shantytown's not unreasonable. They bottom deck the recruiter. I mean, my recruiter's gonna miss the shuffle, so it's kind of... They're somewhat similar. I don't know here. I mean, you do have to have the money to buy golds at some point. I don't know other than that, though. You can't... I guess you can be pretty thin, so you can maybe build a little bit. We had found the recruiter here, we would have been doing something. Maybe just one. Maybe not quite one, but pretty far ahead. That's okay, though. What are we looking at now? Trying to think. I don't think you have time to get through the saunas. Unassisted. Um, I'm not super in love with the second shantytown. In your dream, you hit 6 without buying another silver, but I don't know if that's realistic. And you don't really want a desperation now. You could do it, but yeah, I don't know. It's not really moving to me. What are you even doing with it? My desperation for a gold. The shanty towns aren't even that good. Um, I thought my deck was smaller than it was, to be honest. You probably can see they still don't have 6. Just not right. I mean, you can displace. I guess you buy displace. Weird. I don't really like what we've done. I mean, this is of course a little bit unfortunate of a draw for me, but there's nothing particularly nice about what I've done here. Yeah, we bottom deck that. I'm not thrilled with that. Yeah, this was stupid. I thought I was cleaner than when I took that desperation, it was just not good. I'm trying to think if another silver is much different or much worse than a gold. It's probably not too much different. We still need to get a displace. This is a good opening hand. I mean, assuming I draw some of this stuff. You can't really play the deck like you have draw. Okay, well, that's actually fine, I guess. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible to bottom deck the 2 things, but not a lot to be done about it. This is still going to be pretty messy at the end of where you draw displaces and stuff. So they should be able to win it from their position, but they're not doing a whole lot here. I would still take a Haven. It's a little, I mean, the 2s are a little hard, right? You're a bit you're a bit sad about them, but It's not clear how much you get by doing this kind of stuff. They're getting pretty close to where the Vagrant looks questionable to me. What do I know? But not hitting 6 here is pretty bad. I think there is at least another copper down it. Well, there's another. I think it was possible. Like we can get a displace though. Again, the displace is starting to look a lot worse. This is not good. We didn't really want to draw. I guess we had to have found the lookout. It would have been an ideal time to displace or to trash the lookout, but that didn't happen. Kind of a weird deck they're playing. What did I buy? Another displace? I guess that's fine. I don't know. They have a lot of villagers. This lookout is actually terrifying, but I think I have to play it. We had been able to buy a gold on the last turn. I think we'd be in okay shape. As it is, I think we're not in great shape. Okay. So we lose the recruiter, I guess. Okay. This is alright. I mean, it's workable anyway. Wish I didn't have the lookout, but it's sort of workable. I mean, it's not super workable. Trying to think. There's definitely something to be said for doing nothing here. Unfortunate we didn't see the 2 displaces and draw the province, right? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really want shanty towns. Our decks are really bad and stupid. This is the board, but they're pretty awful. Then I'm just gonna find it's like lookout province copper or something. At the bottom here is totally completely terrible. There's no way this is gonna work. There's like a mirror. There's like a dream draw I can hit off this, but I don't know if it'll happen. This is like a stupid. Like if you can stack the deck here, you can like never lose. But And I guess there's a world where they double and then you can still lose, but you can trash the curse is pretty big. 111. We're just at 1 over. No. 2 over. We have 1 exile. We're at 17. We're at 2 over. And they're at like 1, 2, 6, 12, 13, 14. They're just at 15. So they're not even in as bad a spot as I am for that. Which I kind of thought they were worse because I thought they'd been gaining more. But I guess they've been trashing stuff with their recruiters. I guess this recruiter is actually going to remove a card, right? So they'll actually not be at negative points yet. I don't know if the Dutchy line pans out. Okay, well we're getting into that magic world. Just so they get it by 1. That's nice. Only good if seanahan wins. That was pretty nice. I mean, I got the best possible draw and I still don't win, so that's not too surprising. I didn't. I had a couple bad shuffles, but it was just kind of a nonsense looking play, to be honest. I don't know if you open here horse traders silver or what, or just double silver. The aqueduct stuff may matter some. And then you have shelters with your upgrades, which is a little bit. I guess someone's gonna get the aqueduct points pretty quickly. My horse traders misses, but I do hit 5 anyway. You might as well take the points, right? It's not like you want the beggar. The villager stuff is a little awkward. The village stuff. You can like scepter governors. That's going to be pretty good. This doesn't really intersect with the village question necessarily, but it's interesting that they went with the beggar. I mean, I guess it's better than the estate if you're not getting the points, so never mind. It's not that interesting. I take it back. I don't know where you start mixing in the other action cards, or if I just take a third upgrade. I can believe that 3 is too much here. But the trashing is nice regardless. Let's see if Seanahan mixes in an old witch or a governor. That seems fine. Do we just lose the necro? I mean, you're not really losing it, so that's not super exciting. We're not gonna draw cards here unless they draw us cards. Because we get another point probably. I'm not necessarily mad about. I'm not sure when we go. I guess for me, I just take an acting troop when I have the estate. I'm not. Feel okay. Ready to get governors, but they take an old witch now. No. They bought another silver, which I don't really care for a whole lot. But, this is like clean up, see what you get. Okay, so we'll take a 5 here. Take an old witch specifically. They're a lot thinner. Whether that will tell the story or not, I don't know. I don't really like the old witch. Doesn't seem great to me anyway. For some reason I thought I was even thinner than this actually still too, but it's maybe a bit of an annoying. I wonder if you just like mouse the governor. Maybe we can look for a farmland buy here. I mean, ideally we find the old witch somewhere. That didn't pan out. Okay. I don't know. That felt pretty good. I don't know if it was good, but we may have a. I mean, we may. Their gains aren't super high yet, but now I would sort of like to start putting some pressure on the provinces, though maybe it's just take a couple of governors this turn if possible. No, they didn't get anywhere there. Or not really. And of course, neither did I. We should counter money because it may be the play to take a caravan. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would have 8 versus. We can take a caravan. Or like a horse traders. I mean, we can take caravan and still have enough to buy buy. I guess the question is whether we want to go like Old Witch acting troop. We both bottom decked a lot of draw here. I'm still a lot thinner. Really. It's not terrible to have this be a turn where we just play like 4 caravans and be looking for a pretty big turn the next turn. Like gain gold's buy province. I mean, I don't know how many they'll probably take green here. I mean, they probably at least do a farmland for a governor at the very least. So I don't expect the 2 tokens to still be on there. But, so this is okay for them. There's a scepter cover. Okay. Well, not sure. Oh, we bottom decked a lot of stuff. I think I don't want the golds in the shuffle. Can't find the curses. Okay, we still can't find the curses, but okay. We still can't find the curses, which normally you would be, I guess, pretty gung-ho about, but I would kind of like to trash some of them. Well, that was a little weird. I think we bottom deck Caravan Curse. Yeah, something like that. So we could put in another horse traders. Or what do we have? So we have 8. We could also just turn the horse traders into a governor. Don't know if the buys are doing anything for us or not. We could even double governor just by province. We don't have a lot of gold. Could take gold. Have a lot. Yeah. Let's do it like this. I think. Well, I don't really know exactly, but I didn't feel super great, but whatever. Maybe it was good to bottom deck curse versus copper. I guess that was good. My governor fuel are the farmlands. I guess there's a fear that they can go like, I don't know exactly how many golds they have or governor plays they have left. Well, I have at least 3 governors, so they just have the scepter play. But still, they could go like maybe triple province now. And have that look a little bit scary. I don't know, it's kind of hard. I think it's probably a little hard. I don't think you can really expect a quad. I have so many more tokens in them. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I think I can double safely. I don't think that's a problem. I mean, they technically have... I don't know. I don't think they can get there with the draw. I mean, I guess it depends on how much I draw them, but... I mean, I can also just single. I think that's not too terrible. Triple would be bad. Single wouldn't be too unreasonable. Unless you were worried about some other 3-pile. I guess that would then be your new fear. I don't think 8 gains is going to happen. I guess it's something I could have looked for. But okay. We could go gain 2 golds, gain a governor by a province. It's like that, or we can... Maybe that's too much on the... I don't know. If they can pull that off, then more power to them, I guess. I'm going to say it's probably not possible. Is a beggar good for me? It might be okay. There are a few cards I can draw into that it's useful for. I'm gonna say don't trash at this point. I hope Seanahan can't do 5 provinces. I mean, if they can do 5 provinces, then there wasn't really anything I had to that could beat it anyway. To be honest. I can also get pretty stopped on my draw here. They have 2 governors left and a scepter. It would be a little bit funny if they find a governor pile out. And like I could have prevented it by trashing the curse. The thing is there's like 5 cards in here. 4 or 5 cards in their discard, so. And then you start discarding more. I mean, I think chaining the draw on that is just not. Maybe if you top deck it, and then you have to. I don't know. And and if you do that, you're not playing the governor 4 draws. I don't know. It's really there. I could be wrong though. They can kind of dance around too, though. I mean, they don't have to push the issue on lowering the provinces or anything like that. I mean, it can take some duchies and be okay-ish. And that in and of itself also wouldn't necessarily lower pile. I mean, the risk on that one there is then that I take like 3 or 4 provinces, then suddenly you're can't make up the point difference range if all you've done is taken like, jeez. You can also do some farmland duchy stuff, but if you lower the farmlands too much, that may actually open up that as a pile out. No, farmland is win by, so there's limited stuff you can do. It's somewhat limited. Boom, 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 boom. So they still have. They're just getting governor. I don't know that I will have the draw for it. But there's like a world where I can do the caravans. No, I probably don't have the actions for that. But they're just gearing up for a big turn. Right. But if I can quad. I mean, obviously, if I can quad provinces, just over. I don't know that there are any pilots that are real likely. I just don't have the way of the rat resources. And then the other possibility is like a estate thing. Though an estate thing may give them enough options on a duchy to kind of change that. Playing the caravan is also a little bit annoying here, because in theory you may want to I mean, we're already at like 3 in hand, I think. Okay. This is getting pretty close to a win. Actually, this is a win. Right. And we can trash the curse. That doesn't change the math. I think if you're going to gear up like that, Seanahan probably shouldn't take a province. Maybe you're just losing anyway. But if you are playing for another turn, I mean, surely the 3-point between the province and the duchy isn't worth giving your opponent the chance to end it. I don't know, maybe if I get 4, it's just too many points regardless. I can believe that. But okay. Well, this is one of those. Man, these are tough. Can be tough. Probably I open butcher donate. And then I can donate into a peasant, or change the thing into a peasant. Or into a skulk rather. I don't know. The order here is pretty odd, right? You can like go skulk donate. Yeah. It's a pretty funky order. I mean, you can also just skip the donate for a little bit. It's a little weird, right? Because you're not... Maybe there's no time for peasant. And then we go down to 3 cards. So that we for sure draw, or we can go down to 5, or yeah. We do 2 estates, then we do 5, then the estate becomes a skulk, then the skulk becomes another skulk. Yeah, you can do it the way they're doing it. I don't know if you have time to make it work exactly the way you want it to. We shall find out. This is mildly annoying, actually, but of a discard. Just sort of mildly, though. It's not a huge deal. Then you just start greening. you just make them scared. At some point, I guess you can do Skulk into actual gold and not into this, but I guess you do one Citadel. It should be pretty clean, I think, from this point. Or it goes to a butcher, right? I guess we'll butcher a butcher. This one's like mildly sad. I guess if they hit you with a envious, is pretty bad here. It's funny, it's still actually provinces though. And you just do it because you have the butcher. Whenever you draw the butcher, you just win. Well, I had really good draws, but I also think well, I mean, they didn't have the option, right? It just didn't exist. But I still don't think what they did can work. I don't think it's the play. They obviously didn't have the option I had. All right, so one more. It's one of these boards. You might ask yourself, what does that mean? One of these boards? I don't know. I have no idea. It is colony, so you probably have to build. The build is quite awkward. And I also have probably the worst of the two split. Well, there are more than two splits, of course. The non-3 estate hand splits, I think this one is worse. Well, you would just like to open Exorcist Puka, right? Basically. You can open Cobbler. You can trash squires to gain raiders that you probably don't even want in deck. Maybe you take a free raider on this board. Draws a little hard to come by. I guess I can believe it. I guess I'm going to do Puka. Not really the split. They're going straight into the mint, which I don't get. I don't really understand it. So this is like either take a sleigh here. Not ideal. Would really like an exorcist. I guess it's kind of hard to even buy an exorcist, actually. Well, I should have. I don't know what I should have done. I'm not sure what I'm doing is going to work. Can get a raider. And another squire. Or something. Let's do it. You know what? You know what? You gotta go for this kind of stuff sometimes. What kind of draw is this? This is so bad. I need silos is what I need. This is such a terrible draw for the exorcist. I don't know what I'm doing, but it won't work, but it's fun. I think the idea was to try and buy a prince. We did not quite manage to do. We got kind of close. Could have gotten a ghost there. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, but it feels fun. I think it's probably pretty bad. We need to get. We need to get money, like silvers. They lost their cursed gold too. Frozen. My internet die? Still green in Discord. Don't know. Okay. What are our goals? Like our life goals. This is pretty okay. Could get another raider. How do we feel about silos at this point? Probably not. Their deck isn't going anywhere either, so, you know, I'm down. As long as we're both doing stupid stuff, I'm happy to be playing. It's when you're the only one doing something stupid that it starts to feel bad. Okay. So the question now is whether we want to put... We could put an imp up there. It would be nice to hit the prince with a horse, of course. I don't think this matters a whole lot. So our options here are like, you don't get a ghost from first one. Okay. Then the other question is something like, we want to do mint platinum somehow. There are actually quite a few questions. So we could get imp trash copper. Oh, we still have the puka, so let's do it like this. There may be something to getting the platinum. Actually. Getting the platinum first. Oh, wait. This isn't how I wanted to do it. Sorry. I thought this through and then I forgot it. I want to do it like this. I want to get an imp. Like so. Because I would rather... I guess I would rather there be better chances of finding the... Well, now they're having a turn, so... If we have a copper on top, we'll be living large. If we don't, living not large. But not bad necessarily. Do they have any money? Oh, they don't have any money. That's good. Draw copper, man. What a good... what a good... wisp. Okay, now we have the platinum. What are the last two cards? It's like Exorcist and something. On wisp, okay. Still probably worth... So we buy a prince and then... We could prince a imp. It's just this. Then we don't have to deal with the question of the horse thing. I guess it's better to do horses. What should we put on top? Some kind of draw. I should probably buy a mint. So I guess I'll do that this turn if I can. But I have to try and buy it without... Well, that's easy. I have a raider and 2 squires, so... Not hard to do. Well, not too hard to do. And we want to set aside a thing with a whatever if we can. I guess we don't really want the platinum on top of the deck anyway. I'll go ahead and say it. The Raider was MVP. The only good card I bought this whole game. Do they have 9 yet? If they have 9, we sort of have a game. If they don't have 9, then no. Yeah, that's too... I'm gonna have 3 platinums before they have one. Probably. That doesn't matter. Last cards. I guess there's some chance of, or you can guarantee top decking a 1 horse. Well, but you're gonna have to play 1 horse to draw it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. So we could get another prince, or our way of making money isn't really in the... Guess we would trade a horse for an imp. It took a while to kind of make my deck good, but once it got there, it's pretty nice. I mean, feels pretty nice. Oh, they trashed their mint too? Ooh, okay. Oh, you can advance into a mint. I did forget about that. Oh no, mint's on gain now. Mint updated. You can't do that. You can't avoid mint. They can, of course, undo that if they want. Yeah, you can't. Maybe they want to trash them all, but... Well, you would just buy it outright. You wouldn't lose the wisp. They didn't have enough money. Maybe that's what they wanted to do. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Because you... Well, I don't know. There wasn't much money did they have? I guess they had to. They didn't have... Now they may have thought... They may not have expected that to be happening. I don't know. Okay. Maybe this is just play all this stuff, buy a province, trash one of the exorcists. I don't know what's... The thing is, I don't know what's in the bottom. There is one more squire, so we could... But that doesn't really free up a buy necessarily. So let's just do it like that, actually. I guess we could have gotten a ghost. But I'm not super worried about having a ghost every turn, to be honest. I don't think that the selection for the scheme here matters a whole lot. So we'll be at double province or double colony this turn. Or can be anyway. Hopefully we're stockpiling a few horses this turn. They can single colony, but they still won't get to double within another turn. Or maybe I missed... Yeah, I'll have 4. It was a little bit weird with the raider, but... This is actually a pretty cool engine once you have it going. It's a bit weird in the middle part, but it's not not bad at all. Then I guess I could advance for, what would I even advance for? I could get another squire. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Pretty lucky, but felt pretty good about my play. But that's sort of how Dominion goes when you're getting lucky. So, in any case, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all later.